Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Verizon Cup Series Open to make the All-Star race. 21 of NASCAR's drivers who have not won a race in 2016 and 2017 are on the grid. And let's take a look at some of those drivers. Clint Bowyer qualified on the pole, looking to make his first All-Star race for Tony Stewart and Stewart-Haas Racing. Suarez and Jones qualified second and third. They are favorites to make the big dance, and Chase Elliott finished second in a photo finish in the All-Star Open last year. Now let's go trackside for the Command of Fire Engines.
Please welcome your Grand Marshal, Chief Executive Officer for Carolina Beverage, Andy Kerner.
On behalf of Monster Energy and Carolina Beverage Group, drivers, start your engines!
And as the cars roll off a pit road, we'll take a look at your Verizon starting lineup. In row 1, it's Clint Bowyer next to Eric Jones. In row 2, Daniel Suarez next to Jamie McMurray. Chase Elliott and the Rocket Man Ryan Newman make up row 3. Row 4 is Casey Kane and Austin Dillon. Row 5, AJ Allmendinger and Michael McDowell. And then row 6, David Reagan and Trevor Bayne. Row 7, Regan Smith filling in for Eric Almirola and Landon Castle. Then row 7, Paul Menard and Danica Patrick. Row 8, it's Matty D and Ty Dillon. Row 9, it is J.J. Alien and Corey LaJoie. And Greg Galding rounds out your field. Race facts: 50 laps, stage 1 and 2, 20 laps each. 10-lap dash for stage 3. Everyone could make it on 2 stops, and Larson won it last year. Green flag, we're racing in the All-Star Open. We have a lot of onboard cams tonight. Here is Clint Bowyer as he takes you to the start-finish line, and Clint Bowyer leads lap 1. Clint Bowyer wins stage 1, and he's going to the All-Star race. Remember, no points, but the stage winner does get a spot into the All-Star race, so we'll see Clint Bowyer in the big dance later tonight. Dillon tries to close. Greg Galding's around in turn 3, and it brings out the first caution of the All-Star Open in stage 2. As we see, Greg Galding right here just looks like a left rear tire goes down, and I don't know if it was contact off the restart and just can't save it, and around he goes, and it's enough to bring out the caution late in segment 2. It with one last run, but it's Austin Dillon who hangs on, and Dillon will go to the All-Star race. Elliott and Newman were close, but Austin Dillon and Richard Childress get to go to the All-Star race. Four cars under a blanket. McMurray in the wall. McMurray spins and collects Daniel Suarez, and they both spin down the racetrack. McMurray keeps it off the wall. Suarez cannot. And a caution with 9 to go. And remember, we'll restart with 9 to go because caution laps do not count. So it looked like Chase Elliott tried to block Jamie McMurray, and McMurray was ran up the racetrack, hit the wall, and then spun into Daniel Suarez, and Suarez got more damage than McMurray. He hit the end of the pit wall. McMurray was able to spin into the grass. So both those drivers could be taken out of All-Star Open contention and may not make the All-Star race. Here comes Allmendinger. Oh no! Kane in the wall! They stack up and around goes Trevor Bayne, collecting Landon Castle, and Castle will slam into the inside wall, and the caution is out again. We'll restart with 9 laps to go once again. Just watch Casey Kane. He just tried to come up and clear Michael McDowell, and it didn't work, and that stacked up everyone. Menard tried to take it 3 wide. He clipped the left corner panel of Trevor Bayne, and Bayne spun into Castle, and Castle hit where that wall jets out on the back straightaway. Carnage here in the All-Star Open, and we'll restart once again, and now we're starting to take some more contenders out of this race. Bayne will continue. He'll grab 4 fresh tires, and he'll be back in the race. Landon Castle will not. Too much damage on that 34, and Casey Kane will make some repairs to the right front of his car. Ryan Newman wins the All-Star Open, is in the All-Star race. So Newman will be in as well, and it really depends on who this fan vote winner will be, but I think most of you in the audience know who that fan vote is gonna be, and we'll go down to the track and see who it is in a moment. You see the rest of the finishing order, and I'm pretty sure you all guessed it. Chase Elliott's your fan vote winner, and he'll be in the All-Star race, and he'll race for $1 million. So here are the 4 who will go into the All-Star race: Clint Bowyer, Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman, and Chase Elliott. But we'll be right back from Charlotte Motor Speedway for the All-Star race. Welcome back to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Verizon Cup Series All-Star Race. 18 of the Cup Series All-Stars are lined up on the grid and looking to win the $1 million prize if they win this race. Take a look at some of our drivers to watch for. Jimmy Johnson, he's on pole. He won this race a year ago, looking to defend his title. Kyle Busch, he almost won this race last year. He rolls off in the 7th position. We'll see what the 18 car can do mid-pack. There are the 4 guys from the Open. They're trying to upset the field and win $1 million for themselves. And Stenhouse and Buescher are underdogs, trying to win the big prize as well. Let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
And as they roll off, let's take a look at your all-star starting lineup. Starting 18th from Dawsonville, Georgia, the Rookie of the Year in 2016, Chase Elliott. Ryan Newman rolls off 17th. He won Segment 3 in the All-Star Open. Austin Dillon, he won Segment 2 in the All-Star Open. He rolls off in the 16th position. Starting 15th, Clint Bowyer, he won Segment 1 in the All-Star Open. Chris Buescher rolls off 14th. He won the 2017 Daytona 500. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. rolls off from the 13th position. He won the 2017 Geico 500. Ryan Blaney rolls off 12th. He won the 2016 Quaker State 400 at Kentucky. Dale Earnhardt Jr. rolls off 11th. He won the 2016 Spring Phoenix race. Joey Logano rolls off 10th. He has 3 career wins, all coming in 2016. Matt Kenseth rolls off 9th. He has 2 career wins at Pocono and Dover last year. Starting 8th, Danny Hamlin has 2 career wins of Richmond last year and Las Vegas this year. Starting 7th, the Candyman, Kyle Busch, who finished 2nd in the All-Star race last year. Starting 6th, Kyle Larson, who has 3 career wins, 2 at Michigan and 1 at Kansas. Kurt Busch starts the top 5. He has 1 career win, winning at Bristol last year. Brad Keselowski has 4 career wins. He rolls off in the 4th position. Getting into our top 3, Kevin Harvick has 5 career wins, 3 coming last year, 2 coming this year. Martin Truex is your outside pole sitter. He has 6 career wins in that number 78. And your pole sitter and your defending All-Star champion, Jimmy Johnson. Here are your race fast. 70 laps. Stage 1 through 3, 20 laps. Stage 4, 10 laps. Jimmy Johnson won last year. And the 10 best cars with the average finish at the end of the stage breaks will race in Stage 4 for $1 million. Green flag, we're racing on All-Star Saturday night. Off turn 4, side by side for the lead, Jimmy Johnson in front by a nose, and Jimmy Johnson leads lap 1. And Jimmy Johnson leads every lap in Stage 1. And a good way to start his All-Star defense, Jimmy Johnson with a good way to lock himself into the final segment. Keselowski trying to gain. 1 car on the wall in turn 3, it's Chris Buescher, who won the 500 this year. That's how he was able to make the All-Star race. And let's take a look at what happened to his number 37. Just looks like drifts up the racetrack a little bit and gets into the outside wall and can't get off, and that's enough for NASCAR to throw the yellow flag. And unlike last year, we have a caution for incident in the All-Star race. To the line, Johnson on the inside, but it's Keselowski who hangs on and wins segment 2 of the All-Star race. Wow. In unbelievable fashion, Brad Keselowski locks himself to segment 4. Battle for third heats up. 2 cars in the wall in turn 3. Denny Hamlin and Clint Bowyer bring out the caution early into segment 3. Let's take a look at what happened, and looks like exactly what happened last week. Matt Kenseth trying to make it 3 wide, and poor Denny Hamlin. Deja vu from last week in Kansas when that big wreck happened, and poor Clint Bowyer just had nowhere to go, and that will take both of those cars out in the All-Star race. Kevin Harvick wins segment 3. And after this, we'll take a look at your 10 drivers who will race in segment number 4 based on average finish. And there are the 10, and that's how they will line up for segment number 4. Some big names starting near the back like Kyle Busch and Joey Logano. And there are the 6 who missed out. Truex, 1 car length back. Does he have enough to catch Harvick? I don't think he does. Ever since the nighttime conditions kicked in, Harvick's car just has looked completely different since the start. Through turn 3, on board with Harvick. He's never won an All-Star race. He's never came close. but into the quad oval. Kevin Harvick's $1 million richer. He wins the All-Star race. And what an all-star race, a race that was full with wrecks, unlike last year where we had 0. But Kevin Harvick will burn it down as he will win his first all-star race. And remember, no points for this race, so we won't show the point standings. If you want to see them, just go back and look at the Kansas video. You'll see the point standings at the end, and here are the results though. But the next time these cars will be on the racetrack, it will be right here in Charlotte for the Coca-Cola 600, NASCAR's longest night. Hope you enjoyed this presentation of the NASCAR Verizon Cup Series.